And for more, Nancy Cordes now joins us from White Plains, New York. Again, Nancy, early October, U.S. officials point at Russia, saying it hacked Democratic groups. It's now been reported, though, that James Comey did not want to publicly accuse Russia, believing privately that it was too close to the election to do so. How is the campaign responding?
Well, this is the basis, Josh, of this rather extraordinary claim that the Clinton campaign made on Monday, which is that the FBI director has a double standard, that he's willing to go public about this investigation into Clinton's emails, even though he admits that this material that has been gathered from Huma Abedin's computer may or may not be significant, and yet he won't say that the Russians may have hacked the DNC and other Democratic groups, something that every other intelligence agency has been happy to acknowledge. They say if he's so concerned about it being too close to an election to weigh in on electoral matters, then why is he going to Congress and telling them that his agents are going to be looking at material when he knows that that will immediately be spun by Republican members of Congress as the Clinton investigation being reopened?
And meanwhile, Clinton has gone after Trump on this point before, alleged ties to Russia between perhaps the candidate and certainly advisors around him. But according to the New York Times, the FBI says that they have not found any direct links between Donald Trump, his campaign, and Russia. What do you make, if anything else, of the campaign's response on that front?
Well, I think you're not going to see the Clinton campaign let off of this topic. They argue that there are simply too many coincidences, and that even if there isn't a direct link between Donald Trump and the Russian government, even if he isn't communicating with them on a regular basis, they say that by all of his words and actions, he still seems to side with the Russian dictator, Vladimir Putin, over U.S. foreign policy on a number of issues. And they say that's troubling, whether or not there's some kind of formal link between the two.
Meanwhile, we heard from the White House as well yesterday, Josh Earnest saying that he doesn't believe the president does not believe that Director Comey is intentionally trying to influence the outcome of an election, essentially saying that he believes that James Comey is in a tough spot. What to make of a rather Solomonic take here?
I think that the Clinton campaign is not surprised that the White House needs to play it straight in this situation. And it doesn't sting as much as it might otherwise, because they have so many other Democrats and some Republicans who are very willing to go there and argue that what the FBI director did breaks with protocol, creates an impression of wrongdoing when we still don't know whether there was wrongdoing or not. So, they know that the White House has a role to play, that they can't appear to be meddling in an investigation, can't appear to be putting pressure on the FBI director. You'll remember how much heat the president got simply for saying in an interview while the FBI investigation was still going on that he didn't think that Hillary Clinton had done anything wrong. A lot of people saw that as him sort of putting his thumb on the scale on one side, and they felt that he should have stayed silent until the FBI director made his announcement back in July. So the White House is now being very careful not to look as if it's taking sides, not to look as if it's meddling in law enforcement and all the work that needs to be done. But then you've got people like the former Attorney General Eric Holder or the Senate Minority Leader Harry Reid, who are happy to say that they think what Comey has done is unfair.
It certainly does seem there are plenty of people willing to fill that void. Nancy Cordes in White Plains, as always, we appreciate it.